Good afternoon, Ms. Smith. Are you seeing anything that's catching your eye for your grandmother?
Yes, ma'am. I was looking at this white one with the roses on it.
Okay, this is going to be our primrose. It's actually a 16 gauge.
I noticed that there were 16 and 18 gauges. What does that mean?
Okay, well, basically the way it's made is the 16 gauge they're made with sheets of metal that you just kind of stack on top of each other. Each sheet is 1/16 of an inch, so 16 sheets will equal 1 inch. And because they're actually a little bit less, it takes a little bit less metal, but the metal is thicker than say an 18 gauge. An 18 gauge would be 1/18 of an inch, so it would take 18 sheets as opposed to the 16. Your 16 gauge is basically it's just a little bit thicker. It's exactly, and then a little bit more durable as far as the difference between the 16 and the 18. And we also have 20 gauges, and it's pretty much the same concept. It just takes a little bit. It's just the metal is a little bit thinner the higher you go as far as those numbers go. And also the way the 16 is made versus the 18 or 20 is, if you notice on the ends right here, they're actually kind of rounded, almost as if you would see like on an urn. Now the corners of the 18 gauge, they are more square and they have hardware. A lot with the 18 gauge and some even the 20 gauge, you can actually switch the corners and have them interchangeable depending on the casket you get, the style and all that. And it's really just kind of preference up to what it is that you would like to do. Now, the caskets we have that you see here, we also have a catalog that you can look through if you don't see anything that you like here, but we can go through all that if you
I think I like the white one with the roses.
Okay. Okay, so we'll go ahead and go with that. Now, as far as a vault or an outer burial container, do you know much about those, or have you?
No, ma'am, I don't.
Okay. Well, in our cemeteries around here, and most cemeteries require them, it is actually a container that the casket will be placed in at the graveside whenever we finish with the service. And its main purpose is to protect the casket as well as being able to just keep it away from elements, or if for some reason they have to excavate somebody else, it's not, if any damage gets done, it's not going to be directed to the casket, it'll be directed to the vault. And the different vaults are interchangeable, but basically this is what it looks like at the time of at the grave. When we get there, the bottom part of the vault will already actually be sitting inside the grave, and then once we have the casket set inside of it, then we'll come through and we'll put the top on, and that'll seal it off from any, and like I said, depending on the vault will depend on what different elements is protected from. But we also have grave liners, or a little bit cheaper out of burial containers if you're just looking for something that's a requirement for the cemetery. And I know a lot of people in our area, we always use grave liners, but it's really kind of up to you depending on what you want, and if cost is an issue, and of course we'll accommodate to whatever we can to help you out and make sure that you've got what you need.
Let's see, would you recommend a vault